Ah, there's Lady Bird River.
Jacobs today misses a game for the first time in 2 years in the Packers.
There you go. Is it, how loud is it? Is it loud enough? Too loud? Is the music too loud? Thank you.
Huh? No, this is just single layer.
Off season, so we've been in the off season for about 3 weeks, and random nights we still see some bats because they are mammals, and as mammals they talk to each other. So bat colonies from further north that might. No, music's a little loud. Okay. Hello. So Lady Bird Lake is the body of water we are on right now. It is also known as the Colorado River. The reason that it has a second name is because this part of the river is actually dammed off on the east and west ends, effectively making this middle part a reservoir. And so they named it Lady Bird Lake in conjunction with the 6 other reservoirs that are dammed off along the Colorado River throughout the state. And they often get confused with each other. So this one is Lady Bird Lake. We're going towards the west right now, and the next dam is about 4 miles to the west from our location, and right past that dam is Lake Austin, so that's not confusing at all. And then about another 20 miles later, there's Lake Travis, which is a very popular lake because they actually allow gasoline-powered motors on out there. So known as the Town Lake Beautification Committee, and they planted all of these trees around the sides, a lot of them being deciduous trees losing their leaves here, as opposed to a lot of the evergreens that tend to be native to Austin.
I'm turning back around, okay.
And so they named the lake after her death in 2012. Also, looks like we got some exciting stuff going on over here on our left-hand side. We've got the Auditorium Shores Park, and you can see their candy cane displays all the way back there.
Oh yeah.
That big building is the Long Event Center. They will seasonally install an ice skating rink along that pathway, so that is why those candy cane stripes are up. And so the event center is common for theatrical performances and things of that nature, and they will also host the Austin Symphony twice a year for a fireworks display. Dogs playing in this area because the Auditorium Shores is an off-leash dog park where people are welcome to bring their dogs. You'll find in Austin, people are welcome to bring their dogs into most spaces because they are a very close part of our lives, man's best friend.
The Ray Vaughan statue.
And
I've been on the other side
you'll
of
see
it.
many murals of Stevie around the city. So if you ever see a man with a hat and a guitar on the mural and you don't know who it is, it's probably Stevie Ray Vaughan. They offered to name the park after him, but his family turned down the offer in favor of the auditorium shores so that it was open for everyone. The North American coot hanging out here in the water. There's a few of them on our right side, but there's way more of them over here on our left-hand side. And so you can see kind of the difference between the males and the females. The males have the darker coloring, a little bit more vibrant, and those females have that browner color that blends into the shadows a bit more. And you see how they kind of go fishing. They will dunk their tail up to get the fish underwater. There's a lot of fisher birds out here. I hope we see some cormorants flying around because those are really cool. It's only about 8 miles long from dam to dam. However, there are about 14 creeks that branch off of the main body of water. One of them being right behind this island on our left-hand side. It goes back behind the park, the Auditorium Shores Park, and underneath the train bridge. That is the red-eared slider. It is one of the most common turtles in Texas waterways, and they are identifiable by the red stripe that they have above their ear holes. But I really like this pillar on the bridge because you can see where the floodwaters got to in years past, and all of the pillars in the vegetation have retained the original infrastructure, while the ones here in the water were re-encased in concrete. But they still have the limestone underneath them. As a result of the train bridge company taking down their walkway. This is the newest bridge on the water. It was completed in 2013, and this is the Pflugerville pedestrian bridge. So it's dedicated to foot traffic. You can see these dirt nests up at the top of it. Those are actually for birds. So those birds, the dirt nests are at the top, like at the top of the cliff almost, underneath there. This next bridge is also a historic bridge, like the Congress Avenue. You can see the similar designs with the archways and the columns. This bridge has some significant differences, and you get redirected to the pedestrian bridge because of how skinny the sidewalks are. There are some geese hanging out underneath the bridge. We'll go see them around on the other side, which is out on our left-hand side by the yellow sandbags, way off in the distance up there. You'll also see a brick wall with many people sitting on it. And that, my friends, is where the Zilker Park begins. And Zilker Park is the next major park in downtown Austin, and it is well known for hosting the Austin City Limits Music Festival every year, ACL. One of the nicest parts of this time of year coming to Austin, especially coming to the lake, is seeing the trees, all of the trees that Lady Bird planted, because she planted exclusively deciduous trees. And you will see some evergreens still out there, so those are some survivors. But it's just really beautiful to see how colorful it gets when the leaves start to change color. So it's a real privilege to be out here this time of year before all the leaves are gone. you see here are built within about the last 25 years. And that is because when the state capitol building was built, we took a lot of pride in the Capitol building. And Austin is the capital city of Texas. And it is also where the river itself gets its name. The Colorado is from the Spanish color red, color rojo. And the fact that it is named the Colorado River is completely coincidental because this river doesn't actually go through the state of Colorado.
No.
There is a separate Colorado River that does go through the state of Colorado. This river is actually entirely contained within the state of Texas. The sail shape building was, they broke ground on that in 2020, and they have been working on finishing it, and that building has been leased out by the Google Corporation. Google also leased out the building directly behind it originally. And so they already have their headquarters set up in the building directly behind this new building that was being built kind of in front of them. And pedestrian walk. So once they closed it off from a big 2-mile circle to just a long 4-mile line, it opened up space for all of these architects to put in their skyscrapers. And so like a thumb drive or a USB plugged into the sky. That one is all apartment complexes. That is the Austinian. Silicon Labs, if you don't know what they do, they make microchips that go in all of your devices, your phones, your computers, your gaming systems, everything.
It's all right there, huh?
And they're what I would consider the old money tech company here in Austin. And they're kind of the magnet that brought all of these other well-known companies to the area that we know today.